of our drawing challenge, and we are going to do a challenge with charcoal. I'm not quite sure what to call this challenge, so we just say charcoal. So basically I'm going to do it in different format this week. So I'm going to show you two different videos now. So they're two different challenges. I've chosen two different images to draw. The first challenge is all about sketching using a rubber, and the second challenge is more about thinking about different line making, creating textures and using blending techniques. So you just need to decide which one you want to do, or if you want to do them both, that's great. So the first one, these are the steps. You will need a piece of paper, some charcoal, a rubber, some kitchen roll, and if you've got it, hairspray or fixing spray. If not, it can get a bit messy. But you want to cover the whole sheet of paper in charcoal, and then you want to smooth it out so it's a mid-tone with your kitchen roll. Then you use your putty rubber or your plastic rubber or a rubbing pencil, and basically you're just going to sketch. You're going to sketch, take out all the negative shape. Then you're going to take your willow charcoal again, and you're going to put in all the dark details, really black detail. And then the last step is, if you've got anything white at home, then put on some white paint or white ink just to show the moonlight. So that one is very, very quick. I'm going to put the image at the end, just in case you want to use the same image I used. The second technique, the blending, if you've got one of those stumpy blenders, that's great. But on the second image, it's choosing a more complicated image to draw, and you want to be thinking about something interesting in the background, in the sort of mid-range, and then something with detail, so in the foreground where you can do lots of textures. So I chose a photo from this beautiful book of Norway, and it had the rocks in the front, and it had the sea and sand and mountains and sky. So there's all different textures. So it's just about how you're making marks, thick lines, thin lines, using blending, using your rubber to take away, take away shapes, to leave the white. If you want to plan with a thumbnail, do that, because then you can decide where you want the cleanest parts of the paper to be. In drawing mountains, I just want to say, drawing mountains, the way, if you're drawing a mountain like that, the way I do it is I start making marks, and then basically the natural way that the charcoal makes marks on the paper, if you just put sort of different pressure on, it then starts to look like rock. So there's lighter bits where it looks like the sun, sort of the light's actually hitting it, and then the darker bits where you've pressed a bit harder look like the shadow. So have a play around with doing the mountains or doing rocks, because actually if you just do different kinds of pressure, it can look pretty much like Rocky Mountains. So try different pressure. So that one, like I said, is a trickier challenge. Choose an image that's got lots going on, with different textures to challenge yourself. And yeah, just have some fun with charcoal. We all love using charcoal. You might need, I did read something about wearing white gloves. So if you've got them as well, put them on. You might also need to move house if it gets really out of hand, but hopefully you can keep it controlled. I also look forward to seeing your charcoal drawings this week. Take care, bye.